Hello everyone. So today we will discuss about software quality models. So software quality models are actually really used in today's world. This is uh, people mostly say that okay they are not required, but mostly this is just the misconception among the community. Actually, software quality models ensure that you are following good practices in ensuring the quality of the software, and you fall, and it will lead to you um, to the building up of a very good product. So, first work in this regard was by Darwin in 1984. The study makes a link between the work of renowned software quality experts and the proposal of quality models of the era. He questioned whether these models would take the different perspectives of quality into account. So, so these there are five. He actually described five quality perspectives in this regard. The first one is transcendental approach to quality. So transcendental view of quality can be explained as follows. Although I can't define quality, I know it when I see it. So this is transcendental approach to quality. So it is just like your gut feeling that you know it naturally when you see the product or the serious scenario. So this is one approach. The main problem with this view is that quality is personal and individual experience. You would have to use the software to get a general idea of its quality. Darwin explains that software quality models all offer a sufficient number of quality characteristics for an individual or an organization to identify and evaluate within their context. In other words, the typical model sets out the quality characteristics for this approach, and it only takes time for all user to see it. So the second approach is user-based approach. So this in this approach, actually, the quality software performs as expected from the user perspective. That is fitness for purpose. This perspective implies that software quality is not absolute but can change with the expectation of each user. Then second is manufacturing-based approach. This view of a software quality in which quality is defined as complying with specification is illustrated by many documents on the quality of the development process. Garvin stipulates that model allows for defining quality requirements at an appropriate level of specificity when defining the requirements and throughout the lifecycle. Therefore, this is a process-based view which assumes that compliance with the process leads to a quality software. So basically, if you are following a particular manufacturing process of a product, ultimately it will lead you to the formation of a production of a quality product. So fourth point is a product-based approach. The product-based quality perspective involves an internal view of the product. A software engineer focuses on the internal properties of the software components, for example, the quality of its architecture. These internal properties correspond to source code characteristics and require advanced testing techniques. Darwin explains that if the client is willing to pay, then this perspective is possible with the current models. He described the case of NASA, who was willing to pay an extra $1,000 per line of code to ensure that the software aboard the space shuttle met high quality standards. So this is product to product. So that means if there is some software that is of critical value or involves some critical process, so the quality model can be you can say can change according to product or importance of the product or internal structure of the product itself. Then the fifth is the value-based approach. In the value-based approach, we eliminate all the activities that do not add value. For example, drafting of certain documents as described by Crosby in 1979. In software domain, the concept of value is synonymous with productivity, increased profitability, and competitiveness. In results, it results in the need to model this development process and to measure all kinds of quality factors. These quality models can be used to measure these concepts, but really only for insiders and mature organizations. So these are 5 perspectives of the Garvin. So if we further our discussion on quality models, so there's a very famous model proposed by McCall, and McCall and his colleagues had attributed with the original idea of software quality model in 77. This model was developed in 1970s for the United States Air Force and was designed for use by software designers and engineers. It proposes 3 perspectives for the users. The primary propose and the primarily promotes a product-based view of the software because it was developed for the Air Force of the United States. So its main focus was on product-based view of the software quality. So there are actually 3 perspectives related to you can say that it covers. One is operation during its use, revision during changes made it to it over the years, and transition from its environment to other environments when the time comes to migrate to a new technology. Each perspective is broken down into a number of quality factors. The model proposed by McCall and his colleagues lists 11 quality factors. So each of them, operation, revision, and transition, has further quality factors, which are, and they are up to 11 quality factors. Each quality factor can be broken down into several quality criteria. In general, the quality factors considered by McCall are internal attributes that fall under the responsibility and control of software engineering during software development. Each quality factor is associated with 2 or more quality criteria. Each quality criterion is defined as by a set of measures. For example, the quality factor reliability is divided into 2 criteria: accuracy and error tolerance. So, quality factor is reliability, and it is divided into for the 2 criteria. The 2 criteria should be met, which are accuracy and error tolerance. So, if we look into the because of this figure 3.2, so this is how it looks like the quality factors and the criteria of the you can say McCall. So you can see correctness, it is you can say defined by the criteria are traceability, completeness, and consistency. The McCall quality model was primarily aimed at software product quality and did not easily tie in with the perspective of the user who is not concerned with the technical details. For example, a car owner who is not concerned with the metals or alloy used to make the engine, he expects the car to be well designed so as to maximize frequent and expensive maintenance costs. Another criticism regarding this model was that it involves far too many measurable properties. So all of them, these criteria are measurable properties, and together they actually provide a bigger picture of how the software quality model can be measured. So this is for now. So we basically covered McCall and Garvin, and stay tuned for next one. Thank you. Bye.